Man, I definitely think, I definitely think that the Miami Heat have a chance to beat LeBron James and Anthony Davis and the Lakers in the 2020 NBA Finals. I think the Heat can beat the Lakers. And maybe it's my bias because I tend to have a pattern to root for underdog teams. Yeah, I tend to root for underdog teams, so maybe it's my bias. That's one of the reasons why I'm rooting for the Miami Heat because they're the underdog. You know, I always root for the underdog. But I'm also realistic, you know. And I'm just not saying the Miami Heat can beat the LA Lakers. I'm just not saying it just to say it, you know. I'm not just living in a fantasy land. Like I said earlier, I'm realistic, you know. I root for the underdog, but I'm realistic. I realistically think the Miami Heat can beat the Lakers in the 2020 NBA Finals. And here's why. Okay, LeBron, he's in his 10th NBA Finals, right? And he's facing off with his old team. LeBron used to be on the Miami Heat. And he used to have the same coach as the same Miami coach now. You know, the current Miami coach is Eric Spoelstra, and Eric Spoelstra used to be the coach of the LeBron-led Miami Heat back in like the early 2010s. You know, Eric Spoelstra was LeBron's old coach because LeBron used to play for Miami. So LeBron's going up against his old Miami team, and Eric Spoelstra. Since Eric Spoelstra was LeBron's old coach, he knows how LeBron plays. He knows how LeBron plays. He knows all of LeBron's habits. He done watched LeBron practice a gazillion times, so like I said just now, he knows LeBron's player habits, you know, and he can coach his current players, Eric Spoelstra, all the dirty little secrets he knows about LeBron so they can better defend him or get in his head, you know. And the Miami Heat have some of the perfect tools to defend LeBron and give him a little hard time on the court. Because the Miami Heat, they have Andre Iguodala. Andre Iguodala, he already has a history. He's on the Miami Heat, Andre Iguodala, and he already has the history of guarding LeBron James in the NBA Finals and throughout their careers. And LeBron James, he's faced off with Iguodala when Iguodala was on the Golden State Warriors, and they played against each other in the 2015 NBA Finals, and a couple of NBA Finals actually, when LeBron faced off with the Warriors. But In the 2015 NBA Finals, that's when Andre Iguodala won the MVP, Finals MVP, and he beat LeBron-led Cavaliers in the 2015 NBA Finals. And Andre Iguodala, he put up some pretty quality defense against LeBron James. You know, Iguodala held LeBron James shooting. Iguodala held LeBron James to like a 40% field goal percentage. Man. When Iguodala was guarding LeBron the whole series, LeBron wasn't shooting his normal high percentage, of like 50% or like up to 60% from the field. He was shooting bad because Iguodala was putting up some good defense on LeBron. So Iguodala, he already knows how to kind of guard LeBron and get in his head and hassle him on the court. And with that extra knowledge of LeBron's playing style and from Eric Spoelstra, because Eric Spoelstra, he used to be LeBron's coach. He's LeBron's former coach when LeBron was on the Miami Heat. And Eric Spoelstra could give Andre Iguodala some of that knowledge about LeBron, and Iguodala already has history in guarding LeBron. And Eric Spoelstra could be teaching some of his other defenders and players how to guard LeBron. LeBron goes to the hole this way. I remember when he played with us in the Heat, when he was with the Heat, and he used to cross over this way, cross over that way, try to get to the hole that way. Come on, Eric Spoelstra knows LeBron's playing tendencies. Eric Spoelstra knows LeBron's playing tendencies. And he's going to teach that to the Miami Heat so they can defend LeBron. And if you could defend LeBron, and he's getting older, LeBron's getting older. He's not the same peak athletic LeBron. So maybe Jimmy Butler could guard him. Iguodala can guard him. And they could play some good team defense against him. And Bam Adebayo, that's a perfect matchup against AD, Bam Adebayo, he can get in AD's head. He could frustrate AD. AD has never been in the NBA Finals, so you don't know what AD can pull. AD could flop. Anthony Davis could flop. And he has flopped in a few games early in the playoffs because you don't know, man. He may not be built for this, like how we think he is. I mean, he has his good games. I'll give it to him, but he might flop every now and then. And if AD flops, and they can kind of contain LeBron to a lower field goal percentage with like Jimmy Butler or Andre Iguodala guarding them, man. Miami Heat could do something, man. I think they can. And the Miami Heat, they've showed some promise. They've showed some offensive promise, Several players stepping up in crucial games like Bam Adebayo, Hero, Jimmy Butler, Dragic. So, man, Miami Heat has like a few offensive tools, They can shoot threes. They can play defense. They can drive to the hole. Dragic could drive to the hole. Dragic, he might win the point guard battle against Rondo. Come on, man. Jimmy Butler, Iguodala can contain LeBron. And Bam Adebayo, he can contain Anthony Davis. And Bam, he can score down low and give Anthony Davis terrific matchup. And Jimmy Butler, he can do his thing against LeBron. He may not score as much as LeBron, but actually, like Miami Heat is more of a complete team than the LA Lakers. I give LA Lakers a props, man. They're a great team. They have Anthony Davis, LeBron, but besides Anthony Davis and LeBron, who else do they really have like that? Miami Heat has like 6 different players who can score at least 20 and get you rebounds and play good defense and shoot threes. And come on, man. Kyle Kuzma not on nothing. Rondo, he's getting older. And LeBron, he's known to flop in the NBA Finals. So, like, don't forget about LeBron's past history. He has a losing record in the finals, and he just doesn't have that same tenacity as a Kobe Bryant, that same tenacity as a Michael Jordan. He's not built like that. And it's going to be an interesting playoffs against the Miami Heat. I can't wait to see it, man. I'm rooting for the underdog. I'm rooting for the Miami Heat. But I have all respect to the Lakers. You know, rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. You know, if LeBron wins it, then I give LeBron his respect. You know, I'm not a hater. You feel me? LeBron's a great player, and I respect his game. But, man, I'm rooting for Miami Heat. Yeah. All right, you too.